Joined by the head coach of the Stars, Rocky Russo, for Coach's Comments, brought to you by Southside Auto Tech after the Stars fall to the steel here tonight. I'm Joel Norman. Rocky, a season-high 50 shots on goal in tonight's game, but just not quite enough to get the victory this evening.
Can't score on 1 out of every 50 shots and expect to have a whole lot of success, Joel.
You look at this one as a whole. What did you like that improved yesterday to start the game? Because, again, there was a lot in that first period. Besides the 2 goals given up, you had some sustained attacks. It didn't quite end up in the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, we played fine in the first period. It's hard to start when you get 5 or 6 shots on net and you don't score, and then the first puck that goes at your net goes in, and then the third puck that goes at your net goes in, and then the 6th puck that goes at your net goes in. And that's not a directive at the goaltender, for the record. It's not. That's team defense and a lack of team defense. It's a lack of transition defense. Right now we're in a bad way. You lose 5 in a row, and it's a really bad time of year to find yourself in this situation. But we had a lot of success for the last couple months, and there's complacency in that room because we don't have any extra guys. Everyone knows they play every night. Everyone knows they're going to go in no matter what, and that makes it really hard to create competition in practice, and makes it really hard to keep a competitive environment. But these guys, they're good players and they're good kids, but if you don't work at your top end of your ability level, shift after shift, game after game, you're going to get beat. The league is just too good, and we saw it tonight. We had chances, but you're not going to get rewarded for your chances if you're cutting corners. I mean, we had yawning wide open nets that we just didn't bury, and that's a lack of compete in practice at times, and if you're not going to put the effort into those reps in practice, you're not going to get rewarded for them in the games. And I think there's a little bit of a reckoning downstairs right now, where I think they realize that they're at a crossroads. And as a coach, you take your team and you establish your culture, and you do everything you can to put them in a position to succeed, and then they need to fight for that culture every day. And I think at some point in the last month or month and a half, we quit fighting for that culture, and we started to think we were pretty good. And the minute you start to think you're good, the hockey gods have a way of putting you back in your place, and they certainly have done that to us right now. We're licking our wounds, and there's no time right now to feel sorry for ourselves. We've got 10 games left. Fortunately, nobody gained any ground on us tonight. But that's also a lost opportunity to create a little separation between ourselves and Des Moines and climb a little closer to Sioux Falls. But we certainly didn't take advantage of that tonight.
Well, we appreciate the time, Rocky. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Joel.
That's the head coach of the Stars, Rocky Russo, and this is Coach's Comments, brought to you by Southside Auto Tech.